We are on day 4 of Activated, which is a 7-day program to activate our psychic abilities through the body, because we're coming back into the body now. We're here in 2024. As I'm recording this now, it is the year of the dragon. It is time to get activated. It's time to bring the fire. We can see this in my lips. And over the last few days, we've worked on the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, and today we're coming into the heart space. And as I was what's the word? Whatever, talking to my guides, it sounds really good in my head. When I was talking to my guides before, I was like, what is the method that we're going to use today? What is the process that we're going to use today? Because every day we've had a process, whether it's breath, whether it's moving, it's always been very simple, but very profound. And that is really what Activated is about, is to make a really big impact in the world. We've got to come back to the basics, the simplicity of what is going on with the energy within our systems. If we don't have this right, then how are we supposed to go out into the world and create that ripple effect, that blazing trail of magnificence, of fire and impact in the world? So I invite you to join me now and just land from wherever you are in your day, whether it's the beginning and you've just been astral traveling all night, or whether it's the end, whether it's the middle. Just land here, because we're going to have a beautiful activation today, a beautiful light language, and we're going to call in our guides, our ancestors, our angels, and the light beings right now, as we call in all the energy to support us in this transmission. So thank you for being here, as we call in your higher selves. Beautiful work. And just, you might want to even give that heart a little bit of a rub. This beautiful heart of ours that pumps the blood through our bodies. It's connected to our throat. It's connected to our solar plexus. It's connected to our entire body as the blood runs through our veins. Welcome, 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 as we welcome more parts of you as you land here today, putting that to-do list aside, knowing that it's not if you can afford to be here, it's can you afford not to be here, working on your body right now, investing this sweet time into your day. So thank you for being here. So have you been doing this over the last few days? I want to hear from you guys. Pop it in the chat box. Give me an emoji. Is this your first day? Is this your 4th day? Where are you at with Activated in itself? Okay. This is not a linear process. I don't believe we have to go from the root all the way up to the crown, but I do think it's really important to spend time on balancing all of the chakras. And the reason why is when I was going through my breakdown to breakthrough, when my baby was like, when I was pregnant to when he was about 18 months, I was at a gnarly time. And the thing that saved me was doing a 7 or 8 minute, I think it was 7 minutes something, quick chakra meditation that I found on YouTube every day. And it was the only space I could find any relief from my brain, from my body. And because I wasn't sleeping, I was kind of going insane. I didn't know what to do with the spirit around, and I had all these psychic abilities and I didn't know what to do with them. So I have made it my mission from that moment I started working with my chakras. I made it my mission to become a spiritual empowerment coach, to empower people like me who didn't know where to go. I was brought up Catholic and I had no one around me that understood how to work with the spirit world, the priests and the bishops and my parents and all of these beautiful people that were holy around me would more likely tell me to pray about it, to repent, to whatever. And I love these people, but I really needed to go down another revenue to really, go, hey, it's time. It's time for me to find a tribe of people that can teach me so I can teach others. And Spirit's just told me, you were talking about blue, Victoria. We're at the heart. The heart is green, girlfriend. So there's a lot of throat stuff coming up today as well. And you'll notice I'm going, so that's just a reminder that all of these chakras are connected. And although I don't teach too much about, I do have a module about chakras and magnificent mediumship, but I don't go into the depths of teaching about them because you can find this information everywhere. We don't need people teaching about the chakras. You can literally go Google it. But the difference about Googling about chakras and coming here to activate it is activated. This program is all about activating every single chakra and the DNA that's been stagnant for so long. So as a light being, as a starseed, which is what I believe I am, my mission is to help you clear your portals so you get to access more of your soul streams, of your galactic collective, and to come deep into the body, deep into the goddess, deep into the earth. Okay, so how does this feel for you? Let me know. And yeah, it's really important to not try to get everything fucking right. I'm so sick of people saying, well, the chakra has to spin this way. It has to be this color. Before I was just like, oh, blue. No, it's green, but whatever. I don't even see chakras as colors. But for those that are visual, that's important. The name is important for those who like the name. The information is important for those who need the information. For me, it is the feeling. I'm claircognizant. We're all of the clears, right? It's another conversation. But I just know if something's not quite right. Right now, I know there's something not quite right in the throat because I'm feeling, right? So let's get into today's training. And I really hope that you've taken a screenshot, popped on your stories, tagged me, make sure it's a nice screenshot. There you go. Because this information needs to get out to everybody. I'm sick of the spiritual world making things. It has to be A, B, C, and D. No, it does not. I failed school miserably because of that system that didn't work for me. And I'm absolutely thriving in my own way because of my psychic abilities, superpowers, and my innate knowing and wisdom. And this is what I want you guys to really get. If that's all you get from activated, then sweet as. Okay. So when I was talking to my guides this morning, they said, I was like, what process are we going to use? And they said the heart, and I know this, but they said the heart is a portal that has many portals from it. And I've taught this for years in magnificent mediumship. We have a portal going forward. And this is how I visualize it. So your story and your belief may be slightly different. So don't take everything I say as linear, as true. Like go, that's really interesting. What else is possible with this? So the going forward, right? This portal going forward. And this is kind of like your future, which has already been created. And then we've got all the way to the left. This is channels and transmissions I've done from the past where I got this information. And to the left is all of that history. So it's like all of that lineage, your past lives, as well as your humans, like your ancestral line from this body. And then we've got the right-hand side as well. And we've got behind us, we've got the past, present, and the future. And there's a lot of healing, like a lot of healing and a lot of timelines. This is, we see the heart as this vessel that has got these little, what are they called? Like little pipes coming out of it. Oh my gosh, it starts with A. They've got, you know what I mean, right? The actual heart has got these tubes coming out of it to pump the blood throughout your entire body. And this heart is your life force, and it is red, and it is rich, and it is pumping, and it is living, and it's the thing that keeps you alive in this body. And you can access your Akashic records, you can access your future, you can access your now and your present. And this is literally so important. Your heart is important. And the activation and the process and the meditation is important because you are important. And when this heart stops, it is time to float on through those portals to the past, the present, the now, into wherever you'll be, right? And we want those portals clear. So that's what we're going to do today. So we do healing for our Akashic and our human past. We do healing for our future. We do healing for our now. And we expand our heart, which is a process. Okay, so one of the things I want to tell you today is a little bit different because it's a huge topic. So, of course, I just want to briefly go over these things. I go deeper into all the intricacies in my programs, obviously, but I'm going to give you as much as I can in the next kind of 10 minutes. So, if you are not aligned within your heart center, if your heart is out per se, unaligned, the chakra's got a bit of a stick in the spoke, if you will. This is very, very limiting speaking like this, but it's to give our brains an understanding of what's going on. You will find that, your self-love may be a little bit down the drain. I want you to comment and let me know if any of this is you. Okay, you're going to find it really fucking hard to receive compliments, to receive love. You may be like, do I believe you when someone says, you know what, you're beautiful and I love you and thank you for being you? Do you have an agenda or a motive? Because, I didn't receive this from the people that loved me when I was little. So therefore you might be like lying to me. So we keep going back to when we were younger. And if you weren't told you were loved by your parents and all of a sudden someone's going, I love you, I love you, I love you. Like, what do you want from me? That's something I've had to work through. My parents are great, but I didn't get a lot of I love you, Victoria. Like it wasn't really done back then, right? Okay. So compassion, we're going to have too much compassion. We either overdo it or we undo it. It's like, oh, I feel you. Let me be in the wounded feminine with you. Or I have no compassion. Whatever. My heart is closed. So this is if you are unaligned in this chakra center. And of course, forgiveness. Okay. Fuck them. Oh, I'm so angry. Why did that person do that to me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Basically, your wounds within your heart, if they are still raw and they haven't healed, it is literally like a sore that is not healing. It gets septic. And here we get septic. And this creates septicness through the entire body. Let's heal that. The only person that's hurting from those people, that from your past is you. So this is why Ho'oponopono is so beautiful. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Doing this Hawaiian prayer is very powerful because we don't know the person that hurt us or bullied us or traumatized us. We don't know what they went through. Or maybe we do, and maybe we're just so stuck in, oh my God, I was hurt, but we need to heal for ourselves. It's really, really important. How does this feel for you guys? It's raw. It's raw. And I just keep seeing this bloody heart beating. And the richer and the darker the blood, I don't see it as green. 100%. I don't see the chakra as green. What do you see it as? What color do you see in here? I'm seeing red right now, but I see white. And quite a lot of the time, and you'll notice this when we get up these chakras here, what I notice is a big white spinning wheel. I don't need to be one thing. When we create balance through this whole system, we become one big spinning white wheel. And white, I think it's white and black. They're not known as colors. They are all colors mixed into one. Okay. So if you are aligned, let's whip through this, people. I know you want the activation. I know you want the light language. Keep commenting. Keep letting me know where you're at, because I do send love when I go through and read the messages later. When you're aligned, it's called Transcendence. And this is a program that I did a couple of months ago called Transcendence. You can find that in the guides in the Awakened community with Victoria Bond. We transcend beyond the pain, beyond the stories, beyond literally the physical ailments. We transcend. And we have seen people like Nelson Mandela do this. We have seen Incredible people, even like Oprah, transcend beyond their current circumstances or their history or their stories because of their hearts expanding so far that they know they are not their body. Their body is simply a part of them, and they look forward and they look out. But first they look in and they look out and they look in and they look out. And this is, thank you, the guides are just giving us. They're giving us, this is what happens is the guides are literally giving us. Do this with me while we're here, breathing in. As we come inward and we bow down, and then we breathe out. And closing your eyes down and looking in. And breathing out and opening them up to the world. And in, and out, and in, and out. And you can speed up your breath with this. In, and out, and in, and out. I've never done this one before. The guys have showed me. I've done one similar. I acknowledge myself as a being. I acknowledge the earth, and I acknowledge the wisdom of the universe. Thank you. I acknowledge myself inward as I breathe in to my organs to oxidate my heart. And I breathe out as I open my eyes and say, here I fucking am. How does that feel for you? Because what happens is guides come in and they just start telling you things, and this is why it's not a linear process. If you are aligned, it is a transcendence going beyond what you thought was ever possible. You learn to receive. And someone says, you look beautiful. You say, thank you. You put your hand on your heart. Thank you. I'm willing to receive that. If you are aligned, you know that you serve yourself before others. And my passion was to help mothers that were putting everybody before them. And I went to a chi class. I paid $50. It was so much money, and I didn't want to tell Luke, and I was freaking out, and I worked extra so I could pay for it. And I sat there breathing, doing this chi breath, and it was phenomenal. That's all it was chi breath, and it was powerful. But I was like, oh my God, I feel so guilty. Mum guilt. Have you ever had mum guilt? Put in the chat box if you have. Let me know. I should be with my babies. It's a Sunday morning. What the fuck am I doing? I feel guilty. Yeah. So I want to help people to choose themselves first, not in a narcissistic way, I fill my cup up so I'm a better mum, so I'm a better lover, so I'm a better friend. That makes me feel emotional. How does it make you feel? I'm allowed to choose me. Have you been called selfish? I have. You should be putting your kids first, Victoria. I've been told that. And I've said, I am. You just have no idea how I'm doing it because you haven't transcended to that space of what it means to truly serve yourself and others. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. I smiled and said, I am. Thank you. To be aligned means you are able to access forgiveness, which is bravery and courage. And here is the thing. We're going to get into the light language and meditation in just a moment. But this here, my beautiful friend Joy gave it to me. She's one of my beautiful friends and clients. She's in Spiritual Magnificent. She's been with me for years. And it says forgiveness equals brave. And so the person who made this is a survivor of sex trafficking. Forgiveness equals brave. You've been hurt, and it wasn't your fault. You have been kicked down. You have been looked at. You have been judged. Everyone has, and we have probably done the same to other people. Unintentionally, of course. We've been bullied, and we probably have bullied. It's time to forgive ourselves. It's time to forgive others, and I'm feeling this emotion right now. Can you guys feel it? This transmission is a vibrational. It's not just about listening to a chakra attunement. This is bringing up the depths, and this is why I can't plan this stuff too deeply, because the guides come through. How does this feel? Truth bumps. We're all on different paths as well. We are. Some of us like, yeah, I know this stuff. I don't feel guilty. Or, I worked through this years ago. Is there another layer? Okay. Receiving compassion, forgiveness, self-love. What does that mean? And then we go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Forgiveness equals brave. Forgiveness equals brave. And I feel into all of those that are going through things where they are trapped. And I say, transcend, transcend, transcend. No matter what circumstances you are in, no matter what is happening to your body, if you don't have any control over that, you can transcend beyond the mind. Because you are one with God. And I invite you now to close your eyes down and maybe put your hand on your heart if you choose, and then maybe you can put your other hand on top of your heart or on your head or your third eye. Where do you need to put it for safety right now? Where do you need to put? I'm going to put mine literally on my knee. Walking forward just helps me feel safe. Just breathe into your heart, drop your barriers, and expand your energy, feeling those roots coming down from your feet into the earth. Breathing in, and as you breathe in, expand the belly, and then just keep that breath going in so you're filling up the chest as well. We want to get those lungs full, and as you're breathing out, just relax into your seat. Breathing in your own time. Filling your entire torso and then breathing out, just like a big yawn, okay? And again, when you're ready, breathing in all the way down to your belly. Expanding, expanding. And breathing out. Doesn't that feel good? And one more in your own time. And I invite you now to come into this heart space and expand your heart. It's okay and it's safe to expand it. Give it a color. Maybe it's a light. It's full of sparkles. Expand your heart to fill your body, to fill your aura, to fill the room. Let's go. Energy's faster than light. Around the world and through the world. That's it. Now you are communing with everybody in the world. Out to the universe now. As you're communing with all of the galactic collectives. When you go down into the world, through the world, you are gathering the bones of all of your past lives here on planet Earth. Of all of your ancestors here on planet Earth. Yes, it is all now, here. And just sitting here in this energy now and noticing the portals coming from your heart and cleaning and clearing them. You know what to do. You know what to do. Calling in your guides to support you in this process. Beautiful. The light language comes through now. Ia koma pare me bitiki papare me pikir papaka. Ia nama e mama me ma. E me kiti koma pakare me pikir papaka tu pikir papaka ma pikir papare. Ia koma pakir papate pikir papaka ma pakara tu pikir papaka tu pikir papaka tu pikir papaka tu pikir papaka. As the in comes out. Chiama pakara papik tu pikir bo hayan dok tu piyama pakara tu pikir tu papare me pikir papaka tu pikir. As the earth touches the universe. Ia zaka papari bepikiri yama pakari chuku papari bepikira bapakati papakara papakatu papakara papakara. as you accept all of those that have contributed to you and your soul's journey. As you clean the portals of unconditional love and acceptance, coming into the present moment as you come into your heart center to transcend beyond whatever you thought was possible, to get out of your mind and into your heart. Drop your head energetically down into your heart. Beautiful. And when you're ready, bringing yourself back into your body. Taking another deep breath again. And on your breath out, open your eyes, blinking them open. There was a card. Welcome back. Today we've been using beautiful, big, raw rose quartz. Maybe this is I don't know what the size of a heart is, but I love this, and I come back to this in my trainings and my programs. We've had the guidance of this Lemurian wand that my best friend made me, all made and sourced from places around where I live and where I grew up. And the card that was gifted to me from a friend when I bought some cacao off her. Cacao is a medicine for the heart. It helps to open it and expand it. This is a card that was gifted to me with the cacao. When I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. How does this feel for you? And it's so good to see you guys here. And just looking down at the names now. So, so good to have you here. Thank you for being here. If you have enjoyed this and you would like your friends and family to experience activated, then please invite them to the Awakened Community with Victoria Bond, or simply ask them, hey, there's a free program happening and this chick called Victoria Bond's page, do you want an invite? It's always an invitation. So I'm going to have my cacao now. I'm going to sit in this energy. I thank you. The practice today, literally, I had another practice in mind, but the guides, it's just the outward and inward. Open your eyes and breathe out, and come in and close your eyes. And this is what the guides wanted me to tell you. I actually asked them, well, do you want me to do the other one? And they're like, no, this is enough. I hope you've enjoyed today. Tomorrow we're going to be working on the throat and activated. It's going to be a biggie. And I also appreciate you being here for a little bit longer. At the beginning, I said, hey, it's going to be 15 minutes. I find it really hard to do short and sharp on such big topics. So I hope you appreciate this time, and I definitely appreciate your time. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Namaste. Lots of love.